Good morning, guys. Can we just talk for a moment about how stupid gun buyback programs are? This is one of those ones that I'm not going to put a lot of effort into this one. And the reason is I don't think it's a topic that's worth a lot of effort. I don't think that you have to be very smart to be able to defeat this idea of gun buybacks. We're going to be talking about the city of Columbus and Mayor Andrew Ginther. I'm sorry I don't have a picture. You guys don't want to see his face anyway. His idea of how to prevent violence in the city, and the stupid, like, these harebrained, crazy left-wing ideas that people are using, that they're trying to say that they're trying to fight crime. They're not trying to fight crime at all. They're not doing anything to bring violence down. What they're doing is trying to make it appear that they're trying to fight crime and make stupid people believe that they're actually doing something, because actually doing something is harder than pretending to do something. And that's kind of what happens in our society today. So there was a gun buyback in Columbus, Ohio. I've got the story announcing it here. It happened on September the 30th, 2023. And the city of Columbus was offering up to $750 for people to turn in guns. And they could do this anonymously. So if you had a firearm that you wanted to sell for up to $750, you could go to the City of Columbus gun buyback, sell that gun, no questions asked. They didn't run you for warrants. They didn't make sure you weren't a felon. They didn't check to see if the gun was stolen. So I saw some posts on social media, and when I posted about this particular one, I even had somebody say, hey, I really want to thank the city of Columbus for offering this gun buyback as a way for me to unload all of my stolen guns. Now, I'm sure the person that was making this comment hasn't really been out there stealing guns. But if you think about it for a moment, if you have been out there stealing guns and you're committing crimes with one of these stolen guns, that's another crime that gets added to the list. And also, a lot of people are out there stealing guns. They're stealing them for money. They're trying to get dope money or, whatever it is that they want. So they have to go and sell it to, usually it's a drug dealer, for a fraction of what it's worth. So the city of Columbus is actually incentivizing people to go out and steal firearms and then sell them back to the city. If you think that is something that is going to reduce violence, I'm trying not to cuss. You're a special kind of stupid. Another thing that I wanted to point out, let's see, is it this page? No, it is this one here. A lot of the guns that were sold back to the city of Columbus were old broken down piece of crap firearms that people didn't want and likely didn't even work. I've been a police officer for 12 years. I've been a police officer in a very dangerous, very violent area. I have probably responded to as many shooting scenes as just about any police officer in the country, other than maybe a detective whose sole purpose is to respond to shooting scenes. Over my career, hundreds. When I was working on third shift, I probably responded to over 100 shooting calls per year. In the city of Columbus, there's something like, prior to Andrew Ginther becoming mayor of Columbus, because the city wasn't as violent back then, prior to him becoming the mayor of Columbus, there was something like 1,000 people a year shot in the city of Columbus, and about 100 of them would die. Since Mayor Andrew Ginther has taken over and brought in the policies and everything that were forced upon the police and our society as a reaction to the George Floyd death in 2020, those numbers have skyrocketed. I think it's somewhere between 2,000 and 3,000 people a year are shot. So in the city of Columbus alone, that's 10, 15 a day. That's a lot of people that are shot in the city. So for a police officer that works in one of these areas that's incredibly violent, it's very easy to say that you're responding to about 100 shootings per year. That's not an exaggeration by any stretch of the means. So if we look at the firearms that are on this table here, with my experience of responding to as many shooting scenes as I have, I can tell you that None of the guns on this table are guns that have been used in shootings. These are not the kind of guns that people are out there committing murders with in the city of Columbus. These are not the kind of guns that people are out there robbing people with. These are like your grandpa's old broken down shotguns and rifles. There's even some bolt action guns in there. Like at best, these would have been, these things belong in a museum. They're not useful. They're not doing anyone any good. They're collecting dust in their basement. So what they did is they went to the city of Columbus and they said, hey, I've got this piece of garbage. Would you like to buy my garbage for up to $750? And I heard personally from a good number of people that said they sold a piece of crap guns that weren't even functioning to the city of Columbus and were given over $500 a piece for those guns. And then that kind of brings me to this story here that I saw. So if you don't want to take my word for it, maybe you can take the word of this. Is it Columbus Free Press or something like that? Yeah, the Columbus Free Press. This is a funny story because it says gun lovers can't believe their good fortune with the city's latest buyback. And I want to kind of direct your attention to this paragraph right here. There is a guy, let's see, maybe I can go up even further. Let's see. Oh, here it is. So we'll start on this paragraph here. I'll highlight it for you guys so you can try to read along. I know the text is a little bit small. It says, it was worth the long wait this past Sunday morning at Trinity Baptist Church on the east side for those with too many guns on their hands. The city was buying any gun a citizen had to offer, even 3D printed guns, which are illegal, with no questions asked. Some of these same citizens walked away with hundreds, in some cases, thousands of dollars worth of gift cards from the city. And these were not, in years past, the gift cards were like Target gift cards, grocery store gift cards, Walmart, Amazon gift cards. It's my understanding, and I have that on good authority, that the gift cards that were given out by the city this year were like Visa and MasterCard gift cards that are virtually cash. Sorry, my phone. Usually I silence it, but there we go. So sorry about that. But yeah, they were giving away $400 or $500 gift cards for piece of crap guns that these gift cards can be used as cash. And this guy said, it took me about 3 hours to get to where the police were. A source who did not offer his name for the publication for obvious reasons. He lives outside the city of Columbus and walked away $2,000 richer. I went to the gun store and bought more guns with that money. So there's a story about a guy who was 3D printing guns, taking them to the city of Columbus gun buyback, got $2,000 for his 3D printed guns, and then he went straight to the gun store and bought real guns with that money. It's you can't make this shit up. And then you've got the city of Columbus and the Office of Violence Prevention touting this. They put together this YouTube video. I'll play part of it here. I gotta mute my microphone.
Hey neighbors, so thrilled at the turnout today. Line all the way around the block with folks stepping up to help us get guns off the street.
What a fucking dumbass. He's out here bragging. He's bragging that he took these guns off the street. I'll put his face back up there. This guy right here is a fucking moron. He thinks that doing this is going to make the street safer. The reason that there's been more violence, more death, more theft, more crime in the city of Columbus is because you have people like this guy, Mayor Andrew Ginther, is the mayor of Columbus. Stupid people that are not interested in actually fighting crime, that are more interested in doing things that make stupid people feel good about themselves. This is not about fighting crime. This is 100% a campaign event for this guy, and he spent $136,000 of the city's money in order to make this happen. If you are a taxpayer for the city of Columbus, what you just did is you helped fund people that are stealing guns, and then you also help people that illegally printed guns on a 3D printer get a couple $1,000s to go out and buy real guns. If you think that this has an impact on violent crime, please stop voting, because clearly you're not smart enough to do that. I think that's it for me today. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you later.